look at it, read it, listen to it. And so I remember my teacher, he used to tell me in a like funny, teasing type of way. He would say, man, you talk a lot, man. You talk a lot. That's why you're good with Arabic. You talk a lot. And so I truly used to speak a lot. And at that time I was young, I was like, what, 19, 20. I've always been goofy. I've always been kicked out of classes for speaking a lot, for just being loud and whatnot. So I used to love it. I used to love talking. I used to love in all types of contexts. Laughing, sometimes making things socially awkward because you're saying things you shouldn't say because of lack of hikmah. And subhanAllah, that was a blessing and a curse at the same time, because sometimes, I would say things I wasn't supposed to say or whatnot. I didn't have much hikmah. But one thing is I used to speak a lot. I used to talk a lot, put everything into practice, and that's how I kept things in my mind. Habit number 5, and watch out for habit number 6, because that's the most important one and nothing can be applied without this. But habit number 5 was embracing mistakes. So not only I used to speak a lot, but what allowed me to speak a lot, it was that I wasn't afraid of making mistakes. I was fine with the fact that I can be laughed at, that I might say things wrongly, that my accent might sound funny, but I embraced it because I understood, having learned different languages before, that if you don't make mistakes, you won't remember those mistakes to not make them. Like, for example, I remember, subhanAllah, I still remember the road I was walking on, and I was in Paris, right? For those of you who don't know, when I was 14, I moved to Paris and I used to live in France. I stood there for 2 years. So I learned French from scratch there. And I remember I got off the bus and I was walking to the school, and there was some guy that became my friend later on. He was talking to me. And you see, in French, they say this thing where they say, tu viens ou pas? And so it means, are you coming or not? And so me, in my mind, I'm translating in Spanish, you coming or not? And so I would take the word pa and just translate it in my mind as no. So now when people ask me, are you coming? Without the pa, the part, I would just say pa. They would say, what you mean pa? And so now, if you have watched all the way until here, I know that you are serious about learning the Arabic language, so I invite you to go ahead and click the first link in the description. Go to our website. You will see a button that says book a qualification call. Go ahead and book a qualification call to speak to one of our student onboarding coaches. And that the best moment to start for you, it was years ago. And that the next best moment is right now. Go ahead and click the link. And inshallah, bi'idhnillah, if Allah wills it for you, I will see you on the other side. Wassalamu alaikum.